And so just taking this time to get yourself ready for this practice of relaxation. And imagining all of the wonderful things, all of the magical things that could happen when we dream. And so welcoming into your lovely, safe space that's just for you. A safe, supportive space in which you can come and rest and dream and emerge refreshed. So as you get yourself cozy and cuddled into your cocoon of blankets and coziness, inviting in the whole of you from the top of your head, making sure that you're lovely and wrapped up. And you may in your mind wish to imagine just a wonderfully lovely energetic cocoon, for want of a better turn of phrase, imagining that as you are wrapped under your blankets, lying on your cushions, on your bed, on your mat, wherever you are, that you're completely safe, and that all around you, from the top of the head, over the shoulders, down the length of your body, your legs, and over all of your toes, is in a lovely, safe energy field. Something that is impregnable, something that is here to protect you. And within this safe space, you can just be as you need. And be reassured there's nothing for you to do. And you may listen to my voice. But if the mind takes you elsewhere, that's completely fine too. So there's a sense with Yoga Nidra of making sure that the body doesn't move. And yet I would like you to move as you need. Yet with an intention to return to the comfort that stillness and calm brings. So this is your space, your cocoon. Let's weave it out of the stuff of dreams and make sure that this space for you is entirely yours. Nothing can disturb you. And will emerge refreshed, nourished. And so becoming aware of the coziness of the whole of your body, where feels the warmest, the softest. And just inviting the weight of your body to settle and soften and sink down. Becoming aware of the ebb and flow of the breath. And as you do so, noticing if the breath is soft and shallow or long and deep. And if it's been one of those days already, you're very welcome to take a few nourishing, deep sighs. As if on the breath we can breathe all of our cares and worries away. And just becoming aware of the ebb and flow of the breath. And on the breath out, imagining that it's flowing from the top of the head all the way down the body and out through the toes. So with every breath out, the body can relax that little bit more. Bring this awareness now to the space in between the eyebrows. And we're just going to take our awareness around the body very gently, very softly. And I'd like you to imagine a tiny little star. Place that in between the eyebrows. And choosing a color for your star. Notice how it shines. So tiny and yet so bright. And then placing another star in between the collarbones, the soft space in between the collarbones. And placing tiny, precious stars at each of the shoulders, the left shoulder and the right. And following the awareness down the arms to the elbows, placing stars at each of the elbows, right and left. And down the arms again to the wrists, a little star at the left wrist and at the right wrist. And then twinkling stars at each of the thumbs and the forefingers. Almost as if these tiny little stars bring with them joy, light, warmth. Bring the awareness back to the stars in the wrists, elbows, shoulders, to the star in the center of the collarbones, and then bringing the awareness down to the chest. And in the very center of the chest, behind the breastbone, in front of the spine, placing another tiny, precious star to shine in the heart center. Placing stars over at the left side of the chest and at the right side. And then coming back to the center star. The awareness down the body again to the navel and placing a little star in between the navel and the spine. So the warmth and the light can spread throughout the whole of the belly. Coming down the body again into the pelvis and right in the center of the pelvis behind the pubic bone. Placing another star. The light shining throughout the whole of the pelvis and over to the hips. Tiny stars being placed in the right hip and in the left. Taking the awareness down the legs, into the knees, stars being placed in the left knee and the right. Coming down the legs, stars in the right ankle and the left ankle. And then in the tips of the big toes and all of the other toes. At this time of year, people have got a lot of little lights up outside, or their Christmas trees are in the windows, and as you walk past on a dark afternoon. The lights twinkle merrily back at you. And so imagining that merriment and that joy of wonderful light-filled energy dotted throughout your body, at the tips of your toes, in the ankles, in the knees, in the hips, in the center of the pelvis, twinkling light at the navel, at the heart, in both sides of the chest, in the center of the collarbones and down all of the arms, and finishing in the tips of the thumbs and the fingers. And then a twinkling star in the center of the forehead. And placing another star to shine at the very crown of the head. Cheery, merry twinkling of lights. As if the body is not only something to be celebrated, but something so awesome. It is its own constellation. So imagining the night sky filled with the constellation of you. And feeling the vastness throughout the whole body. And then feeling the closeness of the whole body. And again, just imagining that the body is indeed a constellation and the stars adorning it are millions of light years apart. The whole body vast. And then aware of the nearness and the closeness and the physicality of the body in between, connecting all of the twinkling stars. Bringing the awareness once again to the breath, maybe like a cosmic wind, gently flowing from the star at the crown all the way through the other stars, down to the stars in the toes. You may prefer to tune in to the breath, moving through the landscape of the body, all of the physical body connecting the stars, connecting with the fullness of the body with each, or the light emptiness of the cosmic body with each and every breath. And take the awareness to the inhale, welcoming in nourishing fresh air on the floor or in whichever posture you find yourself right now. And noticing the pattern of touch, sensation and pressure that your body makes with the floor. Becoming aware of the body as something heavy and soft. And the breath is something light and soft. And then beginning to bring small movements into fingers, into toes. If it feels good, if you're laying on the back, you may wish to stretch the whole body out. And then hug the knees and rock from side to side. If you are on your side, again, might be quite nice to do a little side stretchy number, but just making sure that you're stable and not going to fall off anywhere. And so ending up coming to rest on a comfortable side. If you're lying down, if you're experiencing this seated, then just gently, without too much disturbance, you can start to open the eyes and maybe reclose them just a few times, just inviting the light slowly and steadily in. And so coming to a more alert, awake, and aware state. This practice of Yoga Nidra is now over. This practice is now complete. This practice is now done and dusted. Thank you very, very much for listening.